Hi, my name is Yannick Graf, my postal code is 4058, Switzerland, and my monologues are Gloucester from Henry VI, Part 3 by Shakespeare, Mark Antony from Julius Caesar, also by Shakespeare, and Rafe from the play Full Play by Jake Brunner. Thank you.
And am I then meant to be beloved? A monstrous thought to harbor such a thought! And since this earth affords no joy to me, but to command, to check, to o'erbear, such as are of better person than myself, I'll make my heaven to dream upon the crown, and whilst I live to account this world, but hell, until my misshapen trunk that bears this head be round and paled with a glorious crown. Yet, I know not how to get the crown, for many lives stand between me and home, and I, like one lost in a thorny wood, that rents the thorns and is rent with the thorns, seeking a way and straying from the way, not knowing how to find the open air, but toiling desperately to find it out. Oh! Make myself to catch the English crown, and from that point I will free myself of human way of bloody acts. I can smile, murder whilst I smile, and cry content to that which grieves my heart, and with my cheeks with artificial tears, and frame my face to all occasions. I'll drown more sailors than the mermaid shall. I'll slay more gazers than the basilisk. I'll play the orator as well as Nestor, deceive more slyly than Ulysses could, and like a Sinon, take another Troy. I can add colors to the chameleon, change shapes with Proteus for advantages, and set the murderous Machiavel to school. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut! Were it further off, I'll pluck it down.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus have told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously have Caesar answered it. Here, on the leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious, when that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept? Ambition should be made of stern stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I come not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause befalls you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there of Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. So the thing is, what the thing is that we've been together a long time, right? Like 7 years. We met at university, end of our first year, and we got together in secret at first. Neither of us were actually out at the time. Our relationship blossomed and, well, now here we are, 7 years later. We're doing all right, is what I'm trying to say. But the thing is, you see, what the thing is that Pete is, and I, we're the only person, man, boy, whatever, that the other one has been with. And as I'm sure you know, that is unusual in our world. I mean, it's unusual in any world to be this so blissfully happy in such a long-term relationship. But particularly in our world, you know. It's strange. So what it is, Michael, we have a sort of conundrum. We love each other very much, and we have good sex, we think. It's the only sex we've ever had, and I mean, we've never even kissed another guy, never even brushed, well, maybe brushed, but like even in a club, because we don't go to clubs. Why would we? Clubs are a place where single people go to pull other single people who are usually drunk. I mean, we've talked about our options. A break, we don't want that. An escort, no way. We don't agree with that. Paying someone to use their body, we really sort of frown on that. Picking up a guy in a club, we don't know what that could lead to, disease-wise, right? Someone online, it's always risky. I mean, you saw the documentary about Russia, right? Nobody wants to get knifed, do they? So instead we arrived at something slightly different. Because what we're looking for is someone who we don't know particularly well. Not like enemies or anything, but someone that neither of us knows better. Someone we both like physically, obviously, facially, personality, but who isn't going to cause problems. Bump into us in Sainsbury's or give us HIV. So what do you think? Thank you. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seams nor needlework. Then she'll be a true love of mine. Thank you very much. The reason why I chose these 3 monologues is because with each of them I felt a very deep connection. I prepared several other monologues and rehearsed many, and I arrived at these mainly due to the connection I felt when I was performing them. What fascinates me about Gloucester is his bipolarity. He's on the one hand extremely vulnerable because of his history and physical deformities, and on the other hand extremely powerful and brash and also physical. Mark Anthony to me is almost the ideal man. He's strong, virtuous, noble, caring about his friends and also the people around him, as the Romans. But he's also vulnerable, and he doesn't mind showing it in public. Now, on the extreme end of the vulnerability spectrum, I'd say is Rafe. He's a young homosexual man who's obviously comfortable with his sexuality, but is still very shy about it and is sort of in his own little box. And the bravery he shows by admitting to his partner that he wants to sleep with someone else and having his partner say that back to him off stage, and then the two of them asking not a complete stranger but someone they don't know particularly well to perhaps sleep with them is an incredibly uncomfortable situation that requires a ton of bravery, but also makes you very, very vulnerable. And I was very attracted to that vulnerability in him. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. I started acting when I was about 18, first in a Chekhov play, then in 2 Shakespeare plays, in between also a Christmas play and other things. Then after high school I went to study acting at the East 15 Drama School for a year. During that time I learned a lot and also took part in an extracurricular course which taught stage combat, swashbuckling in particular. I did quite well in that course. I believe I did quite well because of my background in several martial arts, which are my hobbies, as is reading and writing. I've written a couple scenes, been in plays where the group has written something, so I've tried to contribute as much as I can always to that, and I've written a screenplay. Thank you very much.